you know when you start dating somebody and you got everybody knows this person but you. So everybody already knows this person. Oh, he that, he blah blah blah. Like for me, that's a big red flag. Yeah. But why did I ignore that red flag?
What?
You know?
What am I thinking about?
Sam a red flag.
I'm trying to
whatever the situation is, because if it's drastic and it's like, yo, this person they different though. They might have changed. It's like, nah, if you was so far into whatever it is that they talking about, usually you probably just, we was talking about this the other day, usually you probably just upgraded from what you were before, and it's not as obvious anymore. Now you know how to move in that same way, but on a different level. You feel me? So you can hide it a lot less. But
colors, red.
Red.
Oh yeah.
Green.
Yellow.
Purple.
Orange.
Yellow.
Chill.
Turquoise. That ain't the same. You already messed up.
We went through 4 colors and she went back to them.
Animals, horses,
Dogs.
Cats.
Sheep.
pigs,
Lion.
Well.
Lizards.
ostrich,
Tiger.
Dolphin.
Moose.
guinea pig,
Giraffe.
Bear.
Deer.
monkey. Yeah, I got you.
That's hard.
I thought you was going to get out. You took too long.
I'm gonna say the dragon.
You ready? I was gonna wait for him to say his. I said, I was ready to say mine.
What if I'd have said that shit? You would have been
Just stuck.
Because my brain automatically you trying to walk through the zoo.
I wasn't
What did you see?
Oh, that's funny as hell.
funny. Calls. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna lose that one.
Okay, I got you. Brands. Nike.
Adidas.
Fashion over.
Wait, what's FUBU?
Oh no.
What is FUBU?
What is FUBU?
Damn.
What is FUBU?
I don't know what you said. What is FUBU?
Nah.
Yeah,
I got one for you. I got one. Fat Farms.
Oh damn.
Fair Farm?
Fat Farms.
It's like Echo.
What are y'all talking about?
What is it?
You must have Skechers.
Makes sense. It's a brand.
Oh,
It's like N1.
Yeah.
Oh.
It says like N1.
I got that
Avia.
one. Okay.
That's a new one, too, man.
I don't know that one.
Them hot and ready like Lil Caesar right now.
Like Lululemon.
They all wearing
They
Avia at
got
Walmart.
about 5 per.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
went to Walmart, you got about 5 colors.
I'm gonna tell you.
I said, oh.
They look good, though. They
They
nice.
do look fine. I seen them.
They
Yeah.
look like these
I will get
They
some
look clean. Yeah.
without the check. Without the check.
I'm going to try this video and give me some Fat Farms.
You need to cut it out.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Go ahead, baby. Give tools.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah.
Give it to us.
Yo, what's good, fam? It's your boy A Diddy. No relation. We getting into another episode of the Chillin Wit podcast. Episode 4. We got
Bug.
Sam.
And move.
Let's get into it.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. So I want to get started and let's talk about love language. So we already know there's 5
Get comfy.
5 different love languages, and I just want to see what y'all love languages is. So you got words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. What you got, babe? I already know yours.
We have to pick one or two.
What's your one?
I feel like I got 2.
I have 2.
Really? Okay.
I've always gone back and forth between 2.
Okay, what is it?
Alright, so let me
Check them out.
See him
Check
again.
them out. Words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of kindness and what's that? Oh, receiving gifts.
Receiving gifts. I think for sure, I know for sure mine is physical touch. And
Don't touch my sister.
no, it's just like that's it's crazy. That's how I show love. Like
Yes.
hug, just a kiss, like all that shit. Like that shit really, it means something to me. That and
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, move up.
That's bad.
And I'm just trying to love you.
No, when I used to, when we were like in our first couple years, I was like, I wouldn't say that was my love language, but I was a touchy person with him. Like I always just wanted to cuddle on him, on his arm, and he always would say like, "You're restricting me. You're restricting me." I'm like,
Well, I was stuck, man.
he was acting like it was a punishment.
In facts.
That's what a guy should be saying. Way.
So we didn't get loved out when we were little or something. We missing something from our parents.
What? As a child?
Yeah. We done fell off. Okay, so
you
physical touch.
If anything, I just go number one, physical touch for sure, and then I think quality time. Quality time for sure too.
Yeah.
I like to just be around you.
Yeah.
Like
I get that.
Yeah. What about you, Sam?
Definitely words of affirmation is up there, like way up there.
Yeah.
But I think I go back and forth between receiving gifts and acts of service. But I don't like to say receiving gifts because then it makes you sound materialistic.
I know it does.
But at the same time, like I've told him, it could be something you didn't even spend money on, but you did something to give to me or surprise me with.
Yeah.
So I would probably say receiving gifts and words of affirmation, but words of affirmation is definitely number one.
So yeah. What about you, Bubba?
I'm quality time. For sure. Like we can sit in silence, but if you're around, I'm comfortable. I'm chilling. Kind of like I be telling her like that's like her grandpa. Maybe like she go there and they just be sitting and they won't talk all the time. But she like I don't know why we're sitting here. But I know in his head he probably like as comfortable as he could be. That's what he'll do his words. So as long as you around, you good. That's how I am.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Where are you at?
Yeah, she always asks everybody else.
I would say acts of service. Acts of service. Is my top. I don't know, I'm kind of stuck between receiving gifts and words of affirmation. I like them all.
But like if there was one thing that he could give you and it couldn't be any of the other ones, what would it be? Like what would be the most important?
Receiving gifts.
Receiving gifts.
Specifically, seafood.
She very specific.
Seafood.
It's seafood or flowers.
Yeah. I don't care about you give me other gifts. Just seafood and flowers. You ain't give me nothing else.
We got something to tell you right now.
What?
It's not on me.
What?
We went to see Senor Crab and I got you a to-go box and he left it in his car.
Today?
And it has stuff in there.
Today?
Yes.
Let me see. It was kind of cold outside.
like 2 hours ago.
It's been cold all day.
It was only like 2 hours ago.
Okay, as soon as we leave, I will go get that out the car.
Get that car.
It's another one?
Yeah.
I'll be behind y'all. I'll be behind y'all.
That's crazy.
Alright, so those are some good love languages. I mean, I think we all like all of them, but there's always gonna be that one that stands out.
Yeah.
And no, receiving gifts is not you being a materialistic person. It just make you happy sometimes. It's just a feeling.
Yeah.
I got a question.
What?
Do we have time for a question?
Yeah.
Alright. What is the hardest one for you to give to your spouse?
Physical touch. But wait, let me see. Hold on.
Shit, look at him.
Physical touch. Like, I do physical touch. Like, we have physical touch, but I'm a person, I guess right now, like the space I'm in right now, I'm a person that, like, get out my space, like, get out my bubble, like, but that's some personal reasons why I'm that way right now. But would you say I always been like that? No, right?
No.
Just like right now in this moment, physical touch is like I don't mind it, but don't do it too much because then like get back.
I can't breathe.
Get out my space, like you in my bubble. What?
Then I'm sitting there like, yeah.
Like I don't. Here it is. I don't mind you doing it, but don't drag it. Like okay, but don't just sit there for 5 minutes.
What she be wanting, I swear to God, what she be wanting is for me to come in and get out. That's what it is. Like, you know, kids or whatever. And I be trying to just chill, like. But then she, dang.
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but a lot of times.
Like, maybe not 90%, but
But I think all that is due to some personal things I'm working on myself. So
that's
it has nothing to do with him. It's,
That's definitely ain't been all the time.
yeah.
If it was all the time, we'd have some
We
problems.
would have to.
I can't love you.
No, I'd be like, dang, well, I'm like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm better now
Mm-hmm.
than I used to be.
The physical touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be. I used to love that restricted word. I feel restricted because she used to do everything hard. Like she loved you.
No, that is true. I used to have. We called them urges. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like we would be laying there, and if like we're watching a movie, I'll just like randomly like instead of just grabbing his arm, I'll like grip it as hard as I can. Like I can't get close enough to you.
Oh.
nerve every time.
Or like if I give him a kiss on the cheek, I gotta give him like 20, and then on the last one, dig as hard as I can. Into his cheek.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll just randomly bite him.
Yeah.
It's like what?
It's just like.
Now that I do. I bite.
I bite. What?
I'm a biter.
She's a
I
bite.
haven't done that in a long time. I don't urge as much as I used to.
You just.
So that's what it's called, urging Sam.
Yeah.
Like my dad, that's in a way, I guess, his love language.
Oh.
It's like instead of a hug, he would tickle me and my sister.
My days.
Or he would grab you by your leg and tickle you.
Mm-hmm.
Or he would do something that hurt us, but to him he thought he was tickling us.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, your fingers hurt.
Yeah.
Like the whole time I got a whole bruise on my arm.
Digging his feet.
Like, alright, I'm not laughing anymore. Crying.
That's cool.
Yeah,
But I think love language, I mean, I don't know what you have, this is just a personal feeling. I think that is a good conversation for us to dive into.
Yeah.
Love languages, why they are the ones that we said, and what that looks like to each of us. Because some people, when they hear physical touch, they automatically go to what everybody thinks
Yes.
Yeah.
is physical touch, but it could be so much more than that.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's true.
That's a fact.
Same thing with us for receiving gifts. Some people might be like, oh, okay, so all you care about is money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the type, actually, I tell him every holiday, don't give me nothing. Why are you giving me stuff?
Oh, I don't say that.
Sam, I do.
Now look, I hear you.
Mine just give me the bare minimum.
I'm about to say, that's different though.
Mine just give me, instead of buying these $60 flowers, go and buy me a $5 flower from Walmart. They all do the same thing. I make the mugs live just long as
So you're the one that
I put
likes
them in my own vase and make them cute.
you cherish the cards over the money. If you gotta let
Nah.
you like the money?
No, he's talking about like the cars over the price tag. Like physical money, you want that. You'd rather that than.
I mean, I don't mind the physical money, honestly. Like when I read you, when I get your cards, I value your card over the money.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Only because he doesn't just get a random card.
Yeah.
He picks his cards and he handwrites the sweetest things. I swear he be Googling stuff.
Nah.
I swear he does.
Nah, I promise you I don't.
ChatGPT, give me the sweetest thing to make
Promise you I don't.
Why don't they just pay? Oh, Valentine's. What did you say in that card? That man said,
I don't know.
He Googled it.
No, I didn't. I think about it in the moment.
He said something like
I think about it in the moment. Like when I get the card out, I think what I want to say and then
somebody's heart beating or something. I can't remember, but he's always had the sweetest things. I cherish his cards over the entire gift.
That's how I mean, and this is not a dig or a slug, but there have been times where you did great with the gift, but you were so detailed and creative with the card. Like there were a couple of times you haven't done it in a while, but he would hand make the card or make it and design it and get it printed instead of going to Walmart and getting one.
Oh yeah,
I used to love those.
They probably feel like I've done it already. Like I gotta do something different.
That's exactly why I did it so many times.
But you love those, so she loved those.
I don't even know what it was called. I used to put our face of like the year and stuff on the front of the cover. Some companies
like a time capsule type thing. That's all.
But like even when he asked me, was it my Christmas gift when you wrote me that letter and then on the back it was a drawing of me?
He don't even remember.
That was Christmas.
She's like, let me act like I know.
Yes,
who you got in jail to drive?
They had your tongue with the emoji.
Yeah.
That's all.
It was years ago. Let's not ever talk about that.
But like you know that I adore that type of stuff. So like that's when I say receiving gifts. If it's just a card that he gives me with like a piece of candy, I'm gonna think about that note all day.
I know it. It's not just about the gift,
like how much it costs.
How much it costs, what you got.
It was the thought and the fact that you wanted to do that. Like I didn't ask for it, you just did it because you wanted to. It speaks volumes to me whenever that type of stuff happens.
Like when he bring me seafood, baby, my day is, honey. My day, man, he come up in up that bag of my lemonade, my pink lemonade. And he know it too, but But I think you're right saying we could at one point kind of dive off a little bit more deep into those. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and move it on a little bit. We're gonna spend too much time.
Like 17 episodes later, bring it back up.
No, we got you. We got y'all next week on a little bit more deep off into love language.
Questions today.
Oh. All right, y'all. So this is gonna be funny. I want to know, guys, has there ever been a time where you done something that was so embarrassing that you've been terrified to say that it was you this whole time? It could be something you holding on to. Something so embarrassing you did, but you never admitted that it was you, or you never acknowledged that it happened.
Like something that probably nobody knows.
Nobody knows
happened. You know happened, but
not in
you never told nobody.
Just
period.
It's just anything, something so embarrassing that you've done that you've been terrified to talk about, maybe.
Oh wow.
Should I tell mine now? We talked about
it. You can definitely tell yours.
No, should I tell it?
Tell yours. Why not?
Shut up. Okay, y'all, listen.
I tell you everything.
Oh, it could have been before you.
Something that friends or anybody.
Yeah, something that you just ain't tell people.
You just embarrassed.
So I'm gonna tell y'all mine. This happened in high school. Stuff always happened in high school. I was
about to say, are we about to talk about
nobody knows this. Only person knows this is Jennifer Peanut, my best friend. She only one know this. And she don't think that, I don't think she knows that I know for real, because we never talked about it, we never mentioned it. I acted like it never happened.
Nah.
But she don't know today. She watched this that I already knew. I've been holding on to for years. So we're sitting in horticulture class, and it was like a free day or something, and we're watching a movie, and I'm just leaning like forward over the desk, and I'm asleep watching. I'm not even watching. I'm asleep. So I got my head down. It's me, and then it's Peanut next to me, and then there's some of our classmates behind us or whatever. That is funny, man.
Tell the story.
So we sleep, and it's almost time for the bell to ring. And all of a sudden, all you heard was, do it like you do it.
Nah, you know what it sounded like.
He wasn't there.
All you heard was the loudest, most obnoxious fart ever.
Do the sound effect.
It was like,
Dirty.
it was like
Dusty.
it was like fireworks at the end. It was like long and fireworks, like the wet type of sound. Ew!
It sounded
Now this is why I'm sleep. You know when you sleep, everything relax. Everything relax.
That booty was relaxed.
As soon as it happened, I didn't jump up because I knew I was in class. I stayed and played like I was still asleep the whole time. I was looking like under this, like I was looking like. But I stayed there, and then here go Peanut. She was laying down. I think when she got up, she said, "Move." Now move. And I ain't like I didn't hear her. And you put away behind me goes, whoa! And she goes, you're actually farting. Whoa! And he dramatic, get away. He's like, whoa! And literally, I'm like, right there. I probably pushed him away.
Do you remember the dude?
Yes!
You gotta find that man.
And everybody in the class was cranking jokes. I was still playing like I was asleep. The class, when the bell rang, I went to everybody got up, and then I was like,
Oh my
I started getting up. And to this day, nobody never talked about it. We never spoke about it. Peanut don't even know I knew about it. I just remember Peanut's face.
It's like it just
Peanut,
never
she said, move.
Now move. That sound like
I don't think she ever knew that I knew that that happened.
you should take that.
But that was the most embarrassing.
Nah, for her to say now move.
Now,
You knew. No, it's
You just say when
sleep.
I'm like,
You looking under the table looking for people's feet. You know, see if anybody's still in
I was shaking. I was But yeah, that's the most embarrassing thing
That's funny.
that I never fessed up
She
to.
told me the story the other day. I was crying. She said that the class was silent,
It was
like
like a
everybody's
movie.
watching a movie. So everybody heard it when it happened. She said,
And it wasn't just like a.
"Yeah,
It was
when
like,
Against a school chair.
my body was high, everything.
No, popping on that.
I was
metal
scared,
spoon.
so scared to get up.
Yo, a silent class, then it go crazy like that, and then old boy go, whoa! Did you hear that? That's
Who is the
The
guy?
first time, I can't remember, I got his name on Facebook. The first thing he said was, whoa! And I just knew it's over. My life was over.
Like, who is the gentleman, bro? Who's the fella
I want to say
that
his name was Taylor.
yeah.
Taylor, I
We
gotta
gotta
find
find him.
Taylor. He goofy anyway, but baby, that was it for him. He could wait for something like that. She just farted. That was bad.
And you still sleep one more time.
I was fake asleep.
That's
It's slick.
I was holding my breath.
I've been in that class dying.
Everybody would have been laughing.
Yeah, in my school, everybody in class would have been crying, laughing.
Everybody was shocked for the most part. People were laughing behind, but for the most part, everybody else was like,
Your butt was too loose, bro.
and you like, everything relaxed. But yeah, that's not.
What
Y'all
movie y'all was
got
watching?
something? I don't even know. I was asleep.
I don't know though. I can't think of nothing.
Something embarrassing that you
Something
ain't
embarrassing.
talked about.
So I ain't never.
Oh, you been afraid to say it was you that did it?
Oh, I got something. I got something.
What you did?
Yo, I remember in college, right? Mind you, college, I was drinking. I didn't know my limit. Not really.
Yeah.
I didn't know my limit for real for a while, like for a bit. So until I figured it out.
Right.
But at first, I'm drinking, and I'm like trying to. All right, so look. I was working at Papa John's when I was in college, right? So every time I came to the dorms afterwards, I was trying to catch up with everybody. So I step in. I grab a shot glass and start pouring it up. I take like 5 shots just to catch up, try to get at it, try to get right as soon as possible. So everybody already got something going on, and our dorms was like the party dorms. So everybody was there. You just had to get your thing going and then go and join everybody else. So one time I did it. I'm pretty sure it was one of those days I did that. And I'm still drinking after we getting everything going. I'm sipping, partying, listening to music, whatever. We dancing, all that. I remember at one point in time, it caught me. Like, I went, what? Oh. So, I'm trying to find my way to the bathroom. On my way to the bathroom, it came up a little too soon. I stopped right at the door, like right at the entrance of the door. I went down real quick. And then I walked into the bathroom.
Man!
You talking about the floor?
He didn't make it.
It wasn't the floor. You know my boy Benji that was at the wedding?
Yeah.
Stop.
Wait, do he know this?
He know this.
Oh.
He know this. But I was in denial of that shit the whole time. He had a pair of boots sitting right there.
Oh.
That shit went straight in the boots.
Oh.
And I'm looking, I'm like, oop. I just kept it moving. I had to get to the bathroom.
No.
So I took care of my business in the bathroom. I brushed my teeth, cleaned up, came back out. Next day, he like, yo, Aaron, yo. Cause they heard, they knew I threw up in the bathroom, but he didn't. He was like, yo, Aaron, yo, I think you threw up in my boots. I'm like, Ma.
Stop, bro. What?
No. But nah, at first I didn't remember. Like, it didn't click because it was so quick into going to the bathroom. But then he's like, no, Aaron, you blew up, you threw up in my boots. I'm like,
I love
what you talking? I'm like, all right, I don't remember that, but all right, like.
You cut up in his boot.
No, I didn't. Like, I just saw it. No, I didn't, bro. It was like, you gonna have to pay my boots. I'm like, all right, bro, I got you. I'm like, all right, bro, I got you. No, it was just me and him, though. I'm like, all right, bro, I got you. Like,
that's funny.
We'll worry about that later. But yeah, I remember later on that, I threw straight up in them boots. In the boot.
He ain't not even on me.
It wasn't. They went in.
Yeah, not on purpose.
Nah.
Bro, ain't in that.
Because I think I tried to hold it as it came up, but then when I got to the door, it just came straight out my mouth, and I had no choice.
Him in that boot.
Right in them boots.
That's what you in that boot, bro.
The boots is old though, man. He ain't
getting on the boot. You all Benji some boots. I'm not you for Benji, bro.
I was the only one working.
Benji, get your boots, Benji.
I was the only one working. They was alright.
You owed him some boots. Get that man some boots.
Look, I ordered pizza every night. He was alright.
You don't pay for him.
I swear to God. I bought at least 2 pies every night.
You ever think it's it?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I'm trying so hard to think of one.
I don't got
You
one.
can't?
I can't.
Nah.
Do something like that.
Like, there's so much.
I don't have one that's actually like
Something embarrassing that you ain't talked about yet.
I be telling
Or
everybody.
you was afraid.
It's either there's nothing, like,
Or it's too big.
or it's too
Embarrassing.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm about to say, has enough time passed that it don't really matter though?
no, look. We gonna get off into the real embarrassing moments. Next episode, we gonna be very what's the word? What's the word?
The mute?
Vulnerable,
No. I can't.
Detail.
visual.
We giving it. We laying it out. The most embarrassing
Graphic.
things about us. we giving it. And you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, nah. Hell nah. What?
We giving it.
Hell nah.
The most embarrassing thing ever, we earned it out next episode. But for
Man,
now, we gonna hold it in because I ain't spilling mine
That's
yet.
gonna be you.
You trying to think? I don't got one right now.
Oh yeah, you got one.
No, I don't got one from this question.
No, you either.
You don't got nothing?
Okay.
No, that's great.
I be telling everything.
Yeah.
I tell everybody.
What about something that's embarrassing that not everybody know?
Yeah.
Like, you probably told somebody, but just not everybody know about it. Like a heartbreak. Maybe you tried to talk to somebody and she rejected you and it's like,
Dang. No, see, I don't have. Shoot.
Damn.
Miss. Let me see something.
We don't mind though. We gonna say something. Say well, since I can't think of nothing, we gonna go ahead and move on for somebody in trouble. All right, y'all. So, in a relationship, obviously we're in them now, but we've been in relationships before each other before. What are some red flags that y'all seen in past relationships? I mean, we all know there's tons of red flags. And it could be anything. It could just be a red flag to you.
yeah.
Maybe not to everybody else, but just to you. But what are some red flags?
She don't want to let you meet her parents.
You spoke on that last
Oh, I
episode.
forgot,
That's a
yeah.
fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
Damn, you was a red flag.
No, I'm not saying.
Oh yeah, the one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sam too a little bit. She was scared.
Oh, you didn't want to. Yeah, you was scared.
She was scared. She wanted you to. She was scared.
Like, it's not that I don't know how to word it. It's just that I didn't want my dad to ruin it.
Reject you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather just keep it what we
And now
have.
that's what.
Good.
That's not all.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is your
That's
dog.
not all.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
guys.
What?
For sure.
They besties now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Like twin, that's locked in. Like twin.
Nah, for sure, I say somebody that's like insecure to the point where they can't trust you with anything.
Yeah.
Like I've been in that situation before. It's like, yo, like I'm good. Like, yeah, like chill out. Like it's not that serious. Just because I'm not around you, you thought that I was off doing something.
Yeah, that's another one.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of ones that aren't super obvious or like, cliche that everybody says. I will say one that I can speak on now looking back on it is when they fall too fast and they're so crazy about you way too early.
Yeah, that's
red flaggish.
Yes, because I won't go too into detail because I don't want people to get butthurt about being exposed or anything. But like, if I just met you, you should never say the word sprung. You should never, you shouldn't be saying the L word within a week. That to me is crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
And when you go from, for me, it was, okay, I was used to nothing but bad. And then it was, oh, this person's overly sweet, dropping the L word, I don't know how to deal with this. It's normal. And to that person, oh no, it's love at first sight, this and that. But it's like,
I don't know if you really mean nothing you saying.
and then looking back on it, it's true because
yeah.
when it went bad, it went bad.
Yeah.
But I would say when I don't want to say at first I was gonna say when it's too easy at first because that's how I felt with him. When we first got together, I was like, you don't want to argue, you have the solution and that's it. Oh, you're not mad. Oh.
Sam, there might be red flags. We better watch them.
Too nice.
Because they're the same way.
But I noticed so many things that were toxic that aren't supposed to be normalized that he made me realize. Yeah.
You want something? Okay. Yeah. Eventually, he was like, no.
Well, Sam, that kind of brings me to mind what I think is a red. What I found as a red flag is people that are I mean, it's okay to love on your person, but people that are obsessed with you are red flags.
Yeah.
Like, you can love me
Mm-hmm.
and be in love with me, but you should not be obsessing over me.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the point where you're everywhere I'm at. You want to be up in my skin like that. Like, you want to know my every move. Like, oh, well, you got pictures and stuff in your phone of my location. Well, I was trying to make sure you was safe. Nah, bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy obsession.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then if we break up or something, and you still trying hard. Like, I know people still try after, but nah, to the level that I saw, straight obsession. That's a red flag.
Yeah, I got a red flag. A big red flag is when they don't care enough. Like, they don't care when you do wrong. That's very red flag.
Sure is.
Like they forgive way too easy.
Too easy. What you guys going?
But I always find next.
Like, you don't care that I just cheated on you?
We're not doing that
That's
no more.
crazy.
Like, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's more like it's
They be mad for a day.
Oh, we even. Type
Yeah.
of too.
Yeah, facts.
That's
like, I feel better because now that you did that.
Yeah.
I don't feel as guilty about my shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good red flag. Another red flag. You got one?
I got another one. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Another one. It was something I learned about myself.
You was a red flag?
Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Shoot, I was a walking red flag.
I had to learn from my mistakes. Like, but I think part of it was me not really being considerate. Like,
really, you?
Yeah, like not really being. You've always
been a good guy.
That's what. Not really being considerate, or probably not considerate is the best word. It might be like, considerate.
Considerate about somebody else's feelings or something.
It wouldn't be about feelings. It'd just be like
not being mindful.
Yeah, not being mindful. Just I don't know exactly
just
how
all about
to word
you.
it.
Like, what's the situation?
You never
Like,
occurred to dig deep into being selfish.
I was being selfish. Yeah. So like, yeah, it wasn't not being considerate, because I could be considerate in other situations, just little situations. But when it came to like arguments or disagreements or whatever, I didn't really want to work on the shit that I knew I needed to work on.
Yeah.
Like I was. If anything, I couldn't acknowledge my faults.
Be accountable.
Exactly. No accountability. So I wouldn't acknowledge my faults. Yeah. No accountability. Couldn't acknowledge my faults. And then I would just try to acknowledge yours and move past it.
That's crazy you say that, because this man is not finna. He gonna take accountability off rip.
Yeah.
If we got a debate about something, 9 times out of 10 he coming to me first, and he gonna be like, okay, this I understand. I shouldn't have did this. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He takes accountability off top. Now me.
It'll take some time. It'll take us some time.
It's gonna take me a minute. I'll be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Or I'll come back like an hour later, like.
Like it never happened. Get your ass.
And that's exactly what I say.
Nah, but
You're my friend.
I used I forced myself to learn from that, because I knew that was a fault that I had. Like, it was no question. Like, I knew that was a fault. It probably wouldn't be for everything, but it was big enough to when I did do it, I noticed it, and I just didn't want to acknowledge it. I would just act like it didn't happen. So I knew after that relationship, I had to tweak or improve that. Because if not, I felt like no relationship would work moving forward if I didn't work on that.
I'm sure glad you did.
Because you're gonna be sitting right there.
Yeah.
Because if he, he probably would. Because I would probably carry on what I was used to, which is arguing back and forth with somebody. We screaming, we calling each other all kind of this and that. That was me. That was me. I was red flag. But because I'm not gonna let nobody talk to me that way, so I would match the energy. But when I came into this relationship with him, I tried it that first time because I thought that was the norm. He looked at me. He said, "We ain't doing that." Do I?
You know how to react. You don't want to argue with me?
Like, I thought that's what people do. They argue. Like, they cuss each other out. He was like, nah, we ain't doing that.
That's crazy.
Well, and that was like one of them moments I was like, oh, he might be the one. Like, you ain't gonna argue with me? He's like, nah, we not doing that.
No,
And he made it very clear that is not something that we would ever do. We ain't finna argue back and forth. We're gonna sit down and discuss how we feel and hear each other out.
Yeah.
But that wasn't me. That wasn't me back then. I'm gonna match energy.
I swear to God.
I'm gonna throw a cup, I'm gonna throw one too. Yeah. Watch your head, cause something else coming.
What was you gonna say?
I was about to say that made me think of one of our first times, like me bringing something to you and me thinking, okay, we're about to get into it. He's gonna be in denial, then I'm gonna feel crazy, then I'm gonna be pissed off and go to bed. And he was just like, okay, I'll work on it.
Like what?
I was like, why are you being a smartass?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not. I'm literally saying I'll work on it. You told me you want this, and I said, okay, I'll work on it. And I'm like, something's not right.
Something ain't right. Like,
I was just uneasy, like,
look,
okay,
he faking.
like, he probably don't even care. He's just saying that to make me shut up.
Yeah.
But then, the more it happened, I was like, am I really that jacked up in the head that I thought that was normal, and now I'm making him feel weird?
Yeah.
Because, like some people, this is just something that I know people hate hearing it come out of my mouth. But it's hard to get somebody to understand what I mean when I say, like, he is a different breed. Because I never dated way out of my age range. It was always within a couple years. So it wasn't like I was going from dating people, 7 years plus older than me to him. It's always around the same age.
Yeah.
So you would think automatically most of these things are going to be the same.
Yeah.
So if I've already talked to these people and that habit has always happened, I just assume that that's how this person's gonna be.
Yeah.
So when they're not, it's just like, there's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
Or I just used to always think, like, he's just too nonchalant for me. Like, do you care?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to him, it's just like, why argue about it if I'm just gonna fix it and we could just move on?
Am I still nonchalant?
That's good.
That's a fact, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I pushed him to the edge a couple of times where he's finally spoke his mind. But even then, I can't ever say he spoke out of line because of his emotions.
Yeah.
Even when I've put him way up there,
still controlled.
he still is mindful to not call me out of my name, to not disrespect me.
Call me if you do.
And
don't call me. I'm gonna raise his hand. Call me.
No, he'll let
Sean. Baby. I was going crazy and inside the party trying to get Sean. I know he here. I know he here. Don't put your hand on nobody.
That's crazy.
Oh, mama said she gonna beat me.
Baby, I was looking for Sean. So my chill out, boo. Oh, boo, I ain't gonna do that. Go. That's his favorite. Go, no, boo, I ain't gonna do that.
Get away.
I remember that time we had me and Sean were arguing, and he did something, he said, "Well, knock me out or something." And I called my daddy and told my daddy. I told Sean. Me and my daddy still laughing. I told Sean. I said, I think I told him, nigga, I'll beat your mom. You know how I be doing.
She love the job,
beat your mother. He's like, oh, move on.
He ain't want no
Yeah,
smoke,
well, I swear to
bruh.
God, he ain't want nothing
Yeah.
with
Why I cussed him out hard?
But
You
you
ever tell me you finna do something to me? I cussed him out hard.
You fucking kid. He would have got
My
you.
daddy was dying laughing.
I remember that. Because you called me and told me that
He
story.
finna hit me, daddy. He finna.
Well, funny.
But they said, you don't want to hit you. I said, nigga, I'll beat you. That's funny.
Look at that dude.
Yeah, I know. That's close.
On the bug.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Those are some red flags. But why do y'all think it is that we ignore those red flags?
Mm.
I know for me, like, one of the red flags was, you know, when you start dating somebody and you got, everybody knows this person but you.
Mm.
So everybody already knows this person. Oh, he this, he that, he blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me, that's a big red flag.
Yeah.
But why did I ignore that red flag?
What?
You know? Oh,
What am I thinking about?
Sam a red flag.
I'm trying to I think to answer your question, it could be multiple things, but like one of the big ones is they really be like, love is blinding for real. Like when you love hard and you really like somebody, you overlook a lot of that.
But what if you ain't even in the love stage yet? What if you just now getting to dating this person? Like, I think I'm the type of person that's just, I want to see for myself.
That's literally.
Or he haven't showed me that.
Yeah, facts.
That's literally how he was because.
He ain't showed me that.
And I feel like the reason why that is though is the same thing that we was talking about like, a couple episodes before, I think first episode. When we talk to our younger siblings or something about certain things, we try to teach them or try to give them a little bit of a warning. They're not hearing it because
they gotta see.
they gotta see. Once they see it, it's like, oh, this is what they was talking about. Exactly.
We always see it later, but why we don't?
Because those first few interactions or whatever, that first little bit of time, you're not really letting it register. You seeing little bits or whatever, but you like, let's see. You get what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like maybe I'm just like assuming a little bit too much already. But then once you get into it, it's like, oh no, this shit happen all the time. Like,
That's what I'm talking about.
oh no, it is something wrong with this person. Like,
I think that's one of the biggest red flags for a lot of people is everybody, the outside world telling you about this person. And honestly, from experience, I think we should take heed to it. I mean, I think this is why. Because, at least for me, I'm going to take heed to it. Not saying, oh, I ain't finna engage, with this person because of what they all said.
yeah.
But I'm not rushing into it. I'm going to keep it at a distance. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to take heed to it. Like, I'm not going to just be like, oh, no.
Right.
I'm going to keep that right here.
That's a fact.
I'm going to keep it
That's
here.
a fact. You
gotta hear.
Because everybody is seeing the same thing.
Because I notice it don't matter whether it's a relationship, whether it's a manager that you having for the first time, whether it's just an associate. When everybody got the same assumption of that person, usually that's that person. I swear to God. So you right. You right in the motherfucker. Because why would everybody else be saying that?
Yeah.
If
I even got that in a workplace with the manager. I came in and previous employees said boom, 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 and I'm like, nah, she cool.
Yeah.
She cool, yeah.
And I found out later on.
She wasn't cool.
What if it's years later? What if it's like you hear people talk? Say you hear people talk about Aaron from Ennis. You hear people warning you about him, but they wanted you from 10 years ago.
Yeah,
you still take heed to that? Or you
that's the thing.
Girl, he changed. Right?
Her daddy told me this yesterday. That reminded me of that. He told me this yesterday. He said, because I'm the type of person, people change. People can change.
Yeah.
However, yes, people can change. But that person that everybody's talking about, that person's still in them. That is still in them. They're still capable of becoming that person again. They're still capable of doing those things again. They may have changed and choose not to, but they still have the capability to do it.
Yeah, that's with anything though.
Nah, you know what?
Yeah.
I believe what she's saying though. I believe it because it depends on how drastic it is.
It is.
Whatever the situation is. Because if it's drastic and it's like, yo, this person, they different though. They might have changed. It's like, nah, if you was so far into whatever it is that they talking about, usually you probably just, we was talking about this the other day, usually you probably just upgraded from what you were before, and it's not as obvious anymore. Now you know how to move in that same way, but on a different level. You feel me? So you can hide it a lot better. But
see that?
Yeah, I swear to God,
I have seen that before.
Exactly. I feel like it depends on how drastic it is. If it's something something slight, it's like they could have worked on that.
Right.
And it's not everything. But if it's most things, it's like, nah, that's still that person. They ain't really
I
changed.
do believe people change, and I think that person who they were will always be a part of them, and can always come to the light at any point.
Yeah.
If whatever.
I don't know if it'll be a part of it though. Unless it's something like you said, drastic. Like if we talking like some addiction or some drugs.
Let's talk about a person
but
that
you can't.
Yeah, addiction.
But like if it's like somebody that's maybe was 8, whatever it is, non-religious, and they have converted to maybe Christianity, and they're like, I'm saved. I can't say that person is always them. He's still gonna be. He still.
I agree. I think it's situational.
Situational for sure.
It depends on how deep those allegations of that person is.
I think it's situational. I think
really get rid of the past though.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's always gonna be a part.
I get that. Yeah.
It depends on the circumstances though, like you said. It gotta be circumstantial.
It really is. It's circumstantial, it's situational, depending on the person. Because some people could really make a 360. I'll make a complete 180. And then some people, at 360, they still that same person, but they just upgraded to a better version of that same person.
Somebody said
exactly.
Somebody said they do a 360. They back to where they started.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's what I said. The 180, 360, they just upgraded.
Yeah. That's good.
Peace. Can't get it.
Oh, hi now. So yeah, I think we probably ignore those red flags because we want to see the good in people. We want to see the growth and the change in people. We want to experience people for ourselves because we ain't never seen you. Ain't gonna tell me that. He ain't showed me that.
Yeah.
They ain't showed me that yet.
Gotta see it for yourself.
And not even no lie, not even to cut you off. We usually do that at younger ages, a little bit less experience.
Do what?
Ignore red flags.
Oh, for sure.
That's because you're not as experienced. You don't have as much life experience. Exactly.
Yeah.
Not as much exposure.
That's true.
But once you get to a certain age, it's like, oh no, I see bullshit in you a mile away. Like, let me keep my distance.
I be seeing that out here. I be like, well, I don't know.
Because I had a friend that did that too.
I see what you got going.
Exactly.
I know a couple.
That's the word back then. You might have failed for it.
Yep.
But yeah. From my experience, I've told a friend before, like, nah, I can tell you about this person right now from A to Z. I can read them left and right.
Man.
Don't do it. So yeah. As the back then, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I would have fell for the same thing. But as I got older, oh no. They said, it's probably true.
Exactly.
Because A, B, C, and D, E, F, G ain't all saying the same thing.
Exactly.
It ain't true.
Yeah, it's true. Exactly.
So yeah. But yeah, we gonna move on from these red flags because it's a lot of.
You go on and on with some red flags, but if you got a badass car, no crib.
Yeah.
Oh.
I used to see some
red flags.
I used to see some fly motherfuckers getting on the bus.
Got that? I'm telling you, bro. Like what?
What you got going on, bro?
Nothing, bro.
That's what it got.
Go ahead.
That's crazy. Yo, you know what we're gonna hit on red flags again next episode.
Yeah, we do that.
Because I think you go on and on with some red flags and hey, if y'all is experiencing any of these red flags right now,
Comment down below. Let us know what you think.
Yes. Comment some of the red flags that y'all might
Go.
You're retarded.
Go.
Sam, bad.
Babe, she said,
What movie was that?
It was a TikTok that
no, we watch this one older lady on TikTok faithfully.
I'm so scared. Oh, what you talking about?
I said that name.
And he always said that's what her name. She's older.
She better say the answer word.
We go. What's next?
All right, y'all. What are y'all most proudest of right now
Nah.
in y'all life?
Nah.
Fix that
Yeah,
grammatically.
I swear. What are y'all most proudest of?
I was understanding you, sister.
Man.
That ain't nothing.
At first I was like,
Sam was like,
and then Eric said something. I said, yeah.
how would you word it?
Yeah.
What is your most proud moment?
Oh my God, same thing.
You can't say most and proudest.
That's crazy.
You know what?
You can say the greatest, but not the most greatest.
What are you proudest of in your life right now?
What are you most proud
I
of?
would have said
I said that.
Most proud of?
I said
What are you
that.
proudest of? It's a little
good as a
little
It's a little shit.
What's that? You like to for me? I think
I understood what she was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have said the same thing, bro.
But look, what that question?
What are you most proud of in your life right now?
What's something you most what Sam said?
That's something I'm the most proud of right now. Honestly, for me, I say my motivation.
I love that.
Yeah, like I had this conversation with her before. I've never been super creative or super like ambitious, motivated for certain things, but right now I got so much swimming in my head that I'm definitely actually putting pen to pad and making it happen.
Yeah.
Feet to pavement, but before I think of something, I think it's a good idea, I work on it for a little bit and then I drop it. You feel me?
His wheels is spinning like he got a fire under his butt right now.
And I've never been, because I on the first episode, referencing that again, I said I've never been like a multitasker, like want to have my fingers in different pots, hands in different pots.
Yeah.
But now I'm that's really but it's in something I can see myself doing.
Right.
Like I really see for me.
It's for real.
Yeah, for real. Like before it was cool, it was ideas, but I didn't really feel it. I was just doing it just to do it.
So you think the problem is you just never found your thing?
Exactly. I did.
Just now. You just did them before just to do them, but now this is your thing. So now you really got a fire under your butt.
Exactly.
You're taking what you've been doing, now you're taking it serious.
Exactly, yeah. Because I used to do a podcast with my cousin.
Right.
I Don't Care What You Think podcast, which is still going crazy, still fire. But as far as like motivation behind it, for the most part, I would just let him take care of like most things, and then I just chime in.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really my vision.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a full investment into it.
Right.
But I was just a part of it.
Yeah.
On a regular basis, I used to do a weather update every morning. Every morning when I was at work,
Was that your thing?
that was me. Yeah,
That was your
me.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you excited about
No,
that.
but that wasn't my thing.
No?
I just did it just cause. It was
Was it a part of that podcast too?
no, that was separate.
So why'd you do it then? What was the point?
Just doing
You
it.
just
I
did.
worked overnight, so I left work early enough to be able to let people know ahead of time what the weather was going to be like for the day. And I just put a little.
Was he the hood butler?
Yeah, it
No
was.
facts.
I used to watch
Literally hood weatherman. That's what I call myself.
What would you say?
That's
babe?
Hey, what's good, family? It's your boy. I don't know what the fuck, but it was.
It's the hood.
It's the hood. It's the hood weatherman. Yeah, it was the hood weatherman.
I used to watch it.
I used to do it every morning, and it was crazy. Like a lot of people liked it.
They liked
A lot of people liked it. A lot of people was like, "Yo, what happened?"
Yeah.
When I stopped doing it, but it was just like I only did it because I had the time to do it. I was up there early.
You didn't really have
Yeah, I ain't. Nah, not really. It was just like something to do. But then once I switched to another job at the time, I was up way later. And I'm like, I'm not getting up at 6 in the morning just to give y'all no update and then go back to sleep. Like I'm not doing
Oh,
that.
it wasn't fun.
Yeah, it was not. I was up already, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me.
That's good. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
He talking a lot to y'all about this new thing he got going.
Yeah.
His wheels is spinning. And I be like, I be trying to
Keep up, but
Probably how he is with me.
and I know I'm doing the same thing with him with what I got going. Like, I know you got an interest in this. I know you're excited, but I don't want to hear every little detail all the time.
that's because
But I do though. I do.
No, but I understand that I'm overloading you a bit too.
Because I don't know all the details about some of this
and
stuff.
I'm constantly doing research, like constantly.
But I can see that in him. I can see he is so excited about it. And whatever we gotta do to make it happen, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact.
Because I have never seen him with that much fire under him like that about anything. So so I'm grateful for that. What about y'all?
Why we always have to go first? How about you answer? Host?
I don't mind. Sam, I don't mind. What was the question?
What are you most proudest of?
Honestly, okay, mine's is a little different. What I'm most proud of currently at this time is, so obviously y'all know, but for the people that don't know, I'm not gonna go too much in detail about it. 2024 was a rough year for me personally. It was probably one of the worst years outside of getting married, my day of my wedding, but 2024 was probably the worst year of my life. So much happened in that year, dealing with mental health, depression, all kind of stuff. I was probably at my lowest. I was at my lowest I've ever been in life. And I think the proudest moment I have right now is not allowing that moment or that time to continue and drag on and become me. Yeah. Because now I'm at a place where I'm coming up out of it. I can see the light now. You know, I'm coming out of it. Some people stay up in that dark place forever, and it becomes them. Yeah. But I think the proudest moment is me being able to come up out of that, move forward, and shine. You know? Yeah. So I'm proud for myself for that because I could have stayed in it. Yeah. I could have stayed in it. That could have been the new me.
That's true.
That could have been the new me.
That's a good one.
I see people like that all the time. Yeah. It becomes them. Yeah. They don't know how to get out of their deep hole. They don't know how to come out that dark place. They don't have the help and support.
How you get out then?
Oh wow.
Okay, Sandy.
It took a long time with the help of family, just family presence. If y'all know me, I like to get people together all the time. Let's do something. Let's hang out. Let's go.
That's me.
You know, if I do that, you know something's off a little bit about her. You know, but that
if it's too constant.
If it's all the time, I'm trying to do something.
Yeah.
Obviously, my husband been there since day one. He was my go-to. The first day I noticed it, I remember him sleep and he hadn't woke up. But I knew I was at a place where I was helpless. There was nothing I could do. I didn't even know how to ask God for help. I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know how to do nothing. I was done, numb. And I woke him up and I tapped him and I said, I need help. And he woke up, he like, what? Like probably thinking I'm trying to get some help around the house, and I was like, I'm struggling. And he immediately set up. You remember that? He set up and he gave me his undivided attention. And he heard me out, and we moved on from there. A lot happened that day. But family, him, every day. He was always, I told him he my counselor. I'm my therapist. I don't need no therapist.
I swear.
I got one.
You say that all the time.
He my therapist, but mom, dad, obviously, I reached out to them. I reached out to the whole family. But during that time, I found God, and I posted this on my Facebook the other day. Some people probably seen it, but God placed me in a place of isolation. I was isolated from everybody. Even when I was at home with my family, I didn't want to be around them.
Yeah.
I didn't want them in my space. I wanted them, but my body was rejecting them. If they would come up in my space, I would be like, my nerves would get real bad, you know, and all of that. So, he put me in isolation, and I know I was put in that isolation because my whole thing I've been trying to figure out is what is my purpose in life? You know, who am I? What am I supposed to do? What am my thing? I got all these gifts and talents, but what is my thing? What is my purpose? And God placed me in that isolation, and He was working with me throughout that. He was speaking clearly to me throughout this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it was almost like He was just sitting on the couch with me, like that. It was that deep, that close. And so yeah, through family, through my husband, through prayer, through God, and just, you know, even my kids, even though they got on my nerve, but them being in my presence at one point, I needed them. I needed them just to be around, even if I didn't talk to them. And I felt bad. Oh, I didn't really want to talk to them. I'm just making myself talk to them in this moment, but them being around, like, it was everything.
That's good. So that's what you gotta say for those who are stuck in that. You would say lean on God, your village, and your peoples.
For sure. If you can't do it yourself, if you're in a place you can't do it yourself, definitely lean. You gotta reach out.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Because it was bad for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't think. I told him I'm an overthinker. My brain, my wheels are always spinning, and I'm stirring into space, always thinking. But during that time, I found myself stirred into space with no thoughts. I had no thoughts at all. My thoughts were suppressed. And I told myself I can't think. I can't even think about nothing. Nothing. There was nothing in there that was empty. I couldn't work. I had to quit my job. I wasn't eating. Then there was a time I was overeating. Yeah, I was so suppressed. God really had me in isolation. Isolation for real.
That's a good one.
But you know what I got out of it? I figured out my purpose.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I figured out my purpose
Share it to the world.
throughout this whole thing.
We gonna tell it
That's where.
on the mountain. Let it.
Yeah, I figured it out, and I'm on my journey to complete healing and walking in my purpose.
That's good.
So I'm most proud of that. And we'll probably get off more into, I guess, the mental health world maybe on the next episode, because mental health is not just depression or, you know, it's a lot of things. Mental health can be so many things. So we're gonna get off into that on next episode. But I want to know what y'all most proud of.
Take the mic.
Ladies first.
Oh, got a mic. She's so sick.
What am I most proud of?
You had all this time to think.
All I feel is wine.
Oh, you do?
I mean,
You know, I was struggling.
like there are things that I'm proud of, but I'm trying to think of what I'm most proud of. I would probably say,
Like right now, what's your biggest thing you're proud of yourself?
Yeah, just get a raw answer right now. It ain't gotta be something super big. It might be just in this very moment. I started mine. Whatever.
I can give you something about yourself.
I mean, it's not that I don't have any. It's just like,
You're trying to think of the biggest one.
yeah. But I guess for right now, I hate when I'm paused like that. I hate when sometimes like my brain is. I wish y'all could be inside of my brain. It moves so fast that sometimes he's like. And I'm like, I'm trying to slow the train down. Because sometimes I know what I want to say, but it's not coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I say, what?
No, and I'm like, hold on, I'm thinking!
She said, I don't even want to tell you no more.
That happens so much.
So much.
I have like a whole book to say, and he's like, what? Spit it out. And I'm like, okay, never mind. I don't want to talk anymore.
I see my man saying about the same brain.
I
say it all the time.
I see that. I see
We're
that for
just
sure.
alike.
And telling somebody when you call me and then say never mind 2 seconds later.
That's crazy.
That shit boils
That's
my
it,
blood. That shit boils my blood.
I just say it. No, never mind.
No, you know what kills me? When he says something, especially if we're in the heat of the moment and we're not the happiest
Mm-hmm.
with each other at the moment, and he says something under his breath, and I say, "What'd you say?"
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "No, I want to hear it." Like,
Yeah.
no.
Say it again.
I'm gonna think about it.
He's crazy.
Say it
I don't
again.
even say it. Not just be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I do that every now and then too.
I hate it.
I be getting air behind when I walk out the office.
What Norman say? What's
Wait, I want to know, do y'all do that behind our back when we leave the room or something? Oh, you saying something under y'all breath?
I do.
I ain't gonna lie. I usually, if I say something, I'm saying it out loud.
I ain't doing that. I be too shy. I be trying to avoid situations.
Nah, if I get heated, if I'm heated,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, you clearly ain't listening to what I'm saying. You just talking.
Yeah.
I'ma just say it, just to make sure it's in the air. Sometimes,
Mhm.
sometimes, and you know, I know, like, mind you, most likely she ain't hearing shit I'm saying. I'm just making sure it's in the air,
I said
just so it can come off my chest.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I needed it. I gotta say it in another room. I mumble. I say it, but I gotta make sure I say it.
Yeah.
If it's sitting in there, I'm be mad all day.
Bold.
Like,
But I be mad that I can't say it to him. Because I know me, I would say this thing to somebody.
Mhm.
And here, I would say this.
Mhm.
I'll be going off.
Yeah.
But I can't say it to him. I'm scared to say it to him. I swear. I'm scared to argue with him because I'll be like, man, this might be the end of it. I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Give me a moment.
I don't want to talk to him like that.
This the thing.
No,
This the
she
thing.
out.
You crazy, right?
What?
She's crazy.
Me?
Come on.
Lala?
No, come
Who,
on.
me?
Crazy? What?
The thing about it is she get ignorant in situations. Like, in arguments, she
What?
get ignorant. She clearly is not listening to the shit that's coming out my mouth.
That's me?
You clearly not listening.
We are
So,
I'm
I'm talking to you so you can get what I'm saying. I'm talking to you so you can get what I'm saying, but you clearly not listening. You just either waiting to respond or, which boils my blood the most, is when I'm getting a point off and she jumped in the middle of it and just say something. Well, I don't believe that. It's like, what the fuck? Like earlier today. What are you talking about?
Why you bring the old stuff?
Yeah.
We gonna talk about that next
Yeah, no, we gotta talk. I told your
episode.
dad. I told your dad we was gonna talk about that today. Nah. I'm gonna bring it up real quick.
We can't.
The topic was mothers, fathers, who gets
My dad
the
feels
most-
like
who gets the most rights when it comes to
women are favored more over the men when it comes to custody of kids,
Custody of
benefits
kids.
with kids,
Oh, yeah.
child support and stuff. And that conversation gonna get deep. So we gonna talk about it
No,
next
no.
time because I think that's a good topic.
now real quick, between the father and the mother, who,
No, you
if
can't
anybody,
just ask
no,
it like that.
who, if anybody, it might be both, it might be one. Who, if anybody,
Who the system favored?
Yeah, the mom.
it's
So,
general knowledge.
Listen, but
We'll dive into it next episode.
No, but
It's
That's
general-
the truth.
it's
That's
general
why they
knowledge.
say in a case for custody, you have to have a strong case as the father because
Say
they
your
always will favor the mom.
Facts.
But Sam, that's our normal because that's normally.
Yeah.
But in the case that a father goes to court for custody and he can get
enough proof.
He taking the mom to custody. I mean, taking the mom to court. You think the judge still gonna favor her over him?
It depends.
It's situational, right?
It's not, but it is. Going into it without knowing anything or any detail, automatically it's favoring the mother.
Absolutely.
It's not until things are said, evidence is proven, that then the father is considered more.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of times where the mom messes up a lot.
Yeah. And she still.
But it's still, you gotta have a strong case.
In general, the mom is favored.
Yes.
You think the system is rigged for moms?
Situationally, yes. Situationally, the mother. I mean, no. In general, the mom is favored. Situationally, the dad can be favored. That's the way I put it.
But that's when it comes to custody.
No, and after the conversation we had, we came to a mutual agreement. We understood. But
nope.
The one thing. No, I promise you. But the one thing that you said was because the mom carried the child, they deserve the right.
No, I didn't say deserve the right. I said mother should always be priority. When the judge go in, priority should be mother. Let me see if this mom's a good fit because the mother has carried this child for 9 months, birthed this child, nurtured this child. Let's see if this mother is a good fit first. This is her child. He's like, no, it's both of us.
Change the topic because y'all already going
off into it.
But does that mean that the mom should automatically?
I didn't say she should get them, but she should get priority looked at first. As okay, let's see if mom's the best fit for this child first.
Wow.
Because that's her baby. She birthed that child. She carried that child.
It's 50% each person's kid. Each person loved that kid just as much.
Yeah.
Each person gave or created that child just as much. Just because you carry the child don't mean that you deserve to keep the child.
Correct.
Over that don't make sense. But that don't make sense.
Now that mindset would be more agreeable for me if it was coming down to keeping a baby or not while you're pregnant.
Keeping the baby.
Yeah.
But once that baby's born,
it's even.
And we're report about who's a better fit.
It's fair game.
I don't think it should be. Well, the mom did carry.
That's crazy to me.
Because
you don't think the judge should look at her first and say, "Let's see if she's a good fit"?
I don't think anybody should be looked at first. I think it should be no bias, no opinion. Let me hear this. Okay, now let me hear your side and compare.
That's a good
because the minute you already prioritize,
it's just she probably explained it better. Aaron explained it like this. Aaron. Well, that's both of our kids, 50-50. I have them. I'm like, yeah, you know, you produce.
No.
That mother carried it. She birthed it.
Hell no.
I said mother did.
Hell no.
No, wait.
I was in the middle. No. I was in the middle of we ain't doing that. I was in the middle of explaining. She went. Well, she carried that child. She deserved to keep that child.
That's how I feel.
She did that in the middle of me having time.
She's trying to listen.
You clearly ain't listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I made up, bro.
Yeah.
You your mother's
Jump up.
I said that too.
Give her her baby.
You your mother's door.
No, I don't think. This is what I told him, and we'll talk about it next week. But I told him
ain't gonna be nothing.
I don't think the system is rigged for women. The system is rigged for whoever gets custody of that child. Don't be talking about going into like child support and stuff. And we'll talk about all that. We ain't finna keep on. We're gonna talk about it later. I said what I said. The mama.
I was saying, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Get mama her baby.
No.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna talk about it next time. What time we got?
We got 15.
Okay. All right. Ooh. Wait, before I move on, did y'all have anything else y'all most proud of right now?
She didn't answer me.
You didn't either, folks.
I ain't worried about
I'll make it quick. I'm most proud of my self-awareness that I have building.
For yourself?
For myself, because kind of like what you said earlier, sometimes I get really in my feelings when I sit there and think about, you know, that phrase that everybody says, when you get to heaven and God says, this is what I had set out for you. Is it going to be what you did?
Ooh.
Or is it going to make you think like, dang, I've really wasted all my time?
That's good, Sam.
And so that scares me. I don't want to be at the end of my life and be like, I wasted so much time.
You wasted all the time.
So now
So much time. You wasted all your time.
The whole like self-awareness that I am doing now is just a whole, like, I'm just doing a whole new wipe on, like, wiping everything that I know in my foundation and just starting from the bottom. Yeah. Instead of starting with, okay, what if this doesn't happen, or I'm gonna try. It's going to happen, and I'm just excited for it. I'm just gonna, every day, I'm just working towards what I already know I'm getting. And I've just been really into this manifestation, trusting God, and God says, ask and you shall receive.
Come on, somebody.
And with that, like, I know some people, I mention that because some people hear manifestation, they're like, oh, she doesn't believe in God. She just believes in manifesting it. No. Like, so far, what I have heard and the podcast that I'm listening to, I am intrigued by manifestation and telling yourself, like, oh, I am going to get that. I will be the content creator. I will be the stay at home. I will be able to stay at home and do what I want because I will be successful in the things I'm doing. But I still want to combine that with building your faith and knowing that at the end of the day, I can do everything till I'm blue in the face.
Exactly.
But if I don't have that relationship, what is it for? So I think just allowing myself to go through that journey and not feel like I need everybody to support me, like I'm just doing it regardless. I don't care what anybody else. Not that I don't care what anybody else thinks, but like I don't need that support because I'm that.
You're doing it for you.
I'm that committed.
Oh, that's good.
So I would say I'm proud of myself for that because he can attest to the statement that when he first met me, I was a very negative person. Like, pessimist, just how I was raised and being in a sport where it was never perfect. It was, yeah, you did this, but I was very negative. Like, I never said anything good about my day. It was always, I'm tired, or let me tell you all the bad things that happened today, but I didn't say anything good. I don't want to do that anymore. And one time my dad, like, I mean, we joke about it now, but they used to call me the dark cloud. Like, I would be the dark cloud, and my dad, what really woke me up one day was he told me, like, I asked him, I was like, do you think me and Chris will last? And he's like, I'll be honest with you, no. And that shattered me because we were, like 6 years in by then, and I was like, why would he say that? And I'm thinking of, what does he not like about Chris? Like, what is it? I'm trying to think of something that he sees in Chris that I don't. But it was me that he said, I'll be honest, it's because of you. You're such a dark cloud that if you don't fix that, you're going to exhaust him. And somebody that is always, optimistic and positive, sometimes that wears on them when their significant other is constantly bringing them down. So, but anyway.
I try not to be like the negative cloud. I know I can be sometimes, but I try not to, because it can weigh on that person.
Yeah, and once you, like, the more I look into all of it, of the things that I'm doing now, it's like, oh my gosh, like, I look at everything so negative. And so now we just said it like yesterday. I was like, don't make fun of me when I'm being positive because then I'm gonna feel like I'm making fun of you.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound weird to him when you being positive because he's so used to being
It'd be
negative.
funny because she be catching herself now. And then she'll switch up like, yeah, you trying.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He pointed out you tried.
Because
I told her yesterday though. I said it's okay to laugh throughout your journey because you learn, you figure it out. You can make fun of you, make fun of
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's
So I
good.
was just trying.
Because you texted me, you said, how was your day? Like, how's work going? And I had my phone typed out. Bruh, I'm tired.
Oh.
I deleted it.
Mm.
I said, it's going all right. Just trying to get through the day.
She was.
Oh,
She used to be like
Sam.
when I would call her, I'd be ready to just hear about the day, and then like soon I call her, and you
You ready to hear some
how's work, and it was like trauma dump.
Yeah.
And then I would get mad because I'd be like, are you just gonna just tell me everything bad all the time? That's what I used to do.
Eventually we do though.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't realize how negative you are until you're working on being positive, and you're like, wait, this isn't positive. Oh, I do that too. That's not positive. Oh, that's not positive. And it's very eye-opening. But anyways, what are you most proud of? No, I want to know what you're most proud of. That's not fair.
Jamal, what are you most proud of before we move on?
Everybody matters.
I think right now, I would gotta say is how selfish I've been being. That's
what you're most proud of?
Yeah. It sounds crazy, but I'm dead serious.
Oh,
'Cause,
it's crazy.
I'm like,
No, it's crazy because when I wrote this question, that's the first thing came to my mind.
was that you being selfish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm the big, like, I put everybody first. All my life, all the time. It's like even at work, my staff that I work with, they call me the yes man.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I would make myself suffer for somebody. I'm a people pleaser. I'm big on people pleasing, and I hate that. I don't like it because it's like a gift and a curse in a way. But like now, this past year and this year, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that right now.
Yeah.
It be the littlest thing from like work situation to homies wanting to kick it on their time only to just cleaning up.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm chilling. I'm gonna do
People
what I
gotta
want
learn
right
that
now.
word. No. It's okay to say no.
I never knew how to do it because I want everybody to like me all the time. So I'm like, I can't tell them nah. Or I come up with an excuse or I lie or something like that back then. But now I'm just like, no, not today.
Yeah. I'm not coming.
No, I'm not coming no more.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to learn that.
Yeah.
But honestly, when I'm most proud of myself, I took that step.
Yeah.
Because at first, it wasn't taking a step. I keep folding. I fold under pressure. And now I'm more normalized to say no with the exception of like, well, I wouldn't even say with the exception because I'm going to say with the exception of like family. But even with family, I started saying.
Start saying no.
Yeah.
You have to.
Or even just a not right now.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that now. So that's the short answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that. I'll tell you, when I wrote that was the first thing I said.
Yeah.
Because I had to this past year. Because I was in the space I was in. I didn't have a choice but to say no sometimes. No, I don't want to go to your birthday party. No, I can't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I was proud. I'm like, no, because that's never been me either. Tell people no. I hate telling people no. I do. But now, baby, no.
Well, I swear, man.
I ain't gonna be there.
I'm not gonna make it, man.
Thanks.
That's good.
You wanna turn this off now?
Yep. Yeah, Juma.
Not really.
Not really facts. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Juma, I've
Make you mad,
been telling Nanny no all year. No.
Look, no.
Didn't use some rest? No.
No.
Can you pay this bill? No.
No. I'm telling you, bro.
Nope. I ain't got it.
I was the type to stop what I'm doing, literally. It'd be like for my, like, I would suffer.
Yeah. To please
mentally
somebody.
or physically, just to please somebody. I was always that much of a people pleaser, bro.
Yeah.
Now,
But you know what made you? You know what made you start doing that?
I got
Because
tired.
what you were doing for people,
They weren't reciprocating.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was always one-sided for sure. For the most part, it was always one-sided.
Yep.
And I got tired of it. Cause I would do it with everybody, every single body, from friends to families to work life. It was to client. It was yes. Even the simple. I'll skip my hour lunch break that I only get today, even though I'm gonna work a double shift, just for the satisfaction of getting somebody in.
Yeah.
I won't eat.
Yeah.
And then I'm headache sick, and
Sick.
it'd be little stuff like that. Now I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I can't.
Because you're draining yourself.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Everybody else.
Unavailable.
Nah.
That's good. I think everybody needs to learn the word no. No is not a bad word. No is just no. It's a normal thing to say.
Yeah.
I used to do free videos for people all the time because I was scared to say. I was scared to say no.
Yeah.
Well, I'm scared to say.
Bring up a price.
People shouldn't judge you for using the word no.
They do. They do. They don't forever judge.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, I heard a statement that last week I was watching another podcast, and she said, "You can say no. No is a complete sentence. No."
Facts.
Um,
That's a
She said it's a
fact.
complete sentence.
Because
No.
you always feel like you have to have an excuse after it.
See, you
Exactly.
gotta explain
Yep.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
I'll
it's a
explain
complete.
it.
Yeah.
No.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Some people get it, some people don't, but it is what it is.
That's crazy. Because just to touch on that, I've been saying no forever. I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
yeah,
I've been saying no problem.
For real?
But usually I got a reason behind it. Usually I have a reason behind it. I've been saying no for forever since I was a kid, but I always had a reason behind it.
Is it cool to say
Even
no
if it's
without
just I
a
don't
reason?
feel like it.
Yeah, just.
That's
you
what I'm
ain't gotta
saying.
be-
Like
Not in the
to
mood.
not have
No.
a reason.
It
Sometimes
feels wrong. Like,
it feels wrong for
hey,
sure.
can y'all
Fact.
pick up?
He don't feel bad for me. He feel bad for being like, no, I'm not really in the mood.
Yeah.
He gonna be like, no, I ain't in the mood. And don't feel nothing behind it.
Yeah.
He don't feel nothing. That's
No,
not
no,
fair.
no. But it's always a reason. No, I'm not. I'm just not in the mood.
Yeah.
Can't jump on
But when I say no, I'm just not in the mood, I feel bad.
Yeah.
You don't feel bad, you stand on business.
But that's what. But even with it, saying I'm not in the mood for me is still an excuse.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm still explaining myself.
I
Yeah.
get
But
it.
instead of just being able to say, nah,
Yeah.
like I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I give you a perfect example because I just thought it's something little, but you was there. We was in the backyard and we cooking. I won't say names, but we out cooking family.
And your back?
And Nenny's.
Oh.
We was waiting on this steak on a Sunday afternoon. I get my steak. I get asked for my steak. Oh, y'all get asked to
His steak.
go my steak or either go to the store and cook something for somebody else. But the old me was, I was like, I'm not hungry.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can have my only
Yeah.
My
steak.
steak,
Damn.
my steak,
My only steak.
Yeah.
It's my only food for the day. My only dinner.
but I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
I can't say no.
You
But
just-
now I'm learning to say no.
Fact.
And I stepped in and I said,
He said
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is his steak. He only has one steak.
And then it
Why
was
would you
just,
take his food?
well, if I go buy one, can you?
Go get you one and he will cook it, but you're not gonna take his food.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're not gonna take half of it either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
What?
but that person was like, okay, give it to me. Give me a steak.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To just accept it off bat without even thinking. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, oh yeah, let me
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Even though I was saying this is his food, this is all he had. Well, he gonna give it to me. Somebody gave it up.
immediate.
He gave it to me. But
It be the littlest thing like that, or it's like I
no,
can't say no.
he
Yeah.
cannot.
That happened now. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
I was mad at him, but
Yeah,
he would not say it.
I couldn't say no, bro.
Yeah.
I can't.
He wouldn't. He was
Yeah.
alright. Oh, you give half. No.
Yeah.
No.
That's
You're gonna
yours.
give. You wait all week on this. You're gonna give your food up
Yeah.
instead of having them just go and get theirs, and you will cook it
I
for
said
them.
I need some noodles.
You felt You felt guilty for not doing it. Yeah.
Always. Because I'm always scared of what other people gonna feel.
You don't like to make them feel bad.
I don't want to be like
but
the asshole or something small that's like. My thought, if it ain't gonna break me, or I'm not gonna die, I gotta say yes.
But you gotta remember, they ain't gonna die if you say
they're not gonna die if you say no.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly. That's what I'm learning now.
It's crazy. I feel like that it's natural to feel guilty in certain situations like that, especially when you know you got the means to doing whatever it is, or allowing it, or it won't really affect you that much. But at the same time, you got to throw that word out there sometimes.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
You got to. No is a complete sentence.
No,
Use it. If you ain't never used it, use it starting today. No. And you ain't gotta have nothing else behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
People just have to respect that.
Facts.
We got like 5 minutes, man. Probably less than that.
You
Well,
can wrap it up right here if you don't want.
we did have one more question, but we can go and wrap it up. We'll save it for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go and
Ask
save
it,
it.
you to answer it. Let me ask
I'm gonna ask it. No, we're not gonna answer. I'm just gonna ask you, give y'all something to kind of think about for next week's episode.
She gonna lose the no card.
No.
What was the question we talked about? Watch the video.
Next week we're gonna talk about, should you change who you are for your partner?
Jesus.
Should you change who you are for your partner?
Fuck no. Say no.
July, I'm gonna get you.
cameras.
Why'd you say that?
I mean, that's something to think about, because people do really change who they are to be with somebody, but we ain't gonna talk too much on it. We ain't gonna talk at all on it, actually. Sometimes.
We don't gotta talk about it. I just feel like compromise is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
thing.
a real
But listen to what I said. I didn't say change
who you are.
like things you do, how you act. I said change who you are.
No. What he say? Say fuck
no.
Hey!
one more time. Say fuck no. You heard what he said? He don't say this.
So we will next week we'll talk about should you change who you are, and we will go ahead and talk about some of the things that you do or your behaviors.
Yeah, compromises.
Should you compromise?
Yeah,
we're gonna get off into all this. So yeah.
But that's been episode 4 of the Chillin Wit podcast.
That was 4.
Episode 4.
Man, we rolling.
Yeah.
That's a month in, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So we got
your boy Bug,
Sam,
Moo.
your boy ADiddy, and that's gonna be it for this episode. Damn, my burp. That's gonna be it for this episode.
That's dirty.
Please comment down. Let us know any questions that y'all might have for the next episode that y'all feel like we should be able to chime in on. Let us know. Hit that like button.
If you got money, cash app us, because we keep buying wine every weekend and I'm broke. I need a drink for the show.
I didn't have fun.
I need a drink for the show.
Hey, you want to send us a bottle of wine? We greatly
I
appreciate
appreciate that.
Today's drink Saturday night is sponsored by
So and so. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you get our videos every single time they drop. That's it. We want to see y'all in the next one. Peace.